Welcome back, Saber fans. Tony here from Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Also a website, ronsabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have an Ultimate Works Kanan. This is their version of Kanan Jarrus' lightsaber from Rebels / Clone Wars, depending on what era Kanan you are. The customer here wanted me to kind of custom weather it, which is something I don't normally do for sabers. Then I, of course, put a clear coat on it so the paint on there and weathering and stuff stayed. And then this is featuring a very, very custom chassis. So you've got a Shtok connector in there. You've got a PCB kind of helper board that came with the saber. So you've got the accents blinking. And then these buttons here are your power and aux, which is kind of like on a rocker system. You have a clamp card here that can be moved out if you wanted access to all the electronics in there. And then, of course, a Ronin Saber's custom chassis. Now, this saber is a bit rough sometimes to get this chassis out. But you got to give it a good yank. Take out the chassis, and there you have it. So it has two parts to it. One has the Shtok V3 connector in there, which has the PCB board connector in there, and we have a Shtok 10-pin connector in there. And that is connected to all the Shtok, the buttons, the Npxl connector, and the accents all in there. And then you have the ProffieBoard, which is diagonal to save space, and then of course the removable battery system and a 24mm smuggler's outpost speaker. And so very loud, very nice. The customer here opted for just 10 fonts plus the party blade and gesture features. And so yeah, so to operate the saber, of course, you got the positive and negative, of course USB and SD card access, and that's kind of all you need. This also features a removable emitter, so you can just twist. Has a J-lock that you kind of take out, which then you can see the Shtok connector a bit better and stuff. And so very, very cool to utilize that system as well with this saber and this chassis. And so yeah, let me see if I can get this back on. There we go. And so J-lock, and then you have this little button here that threads on. So another thing worth mentioning, it has a groove on the chassis itself, which lines up with a groove that extrudes from the inside here. So the way you want to line this up is that the ProffieBoard and the little V crevice or dent that I made wants to line up with this 12 o'clock knob here, and that will line up all the pins. There's not if you don't put it in that way, it won't line up at all, and the chassis won't fit inside the space. So you'll need to make sure that this goes in there. There's also, it's really cool, I made little chamfers on the pommel here, or of the chassis, and so you can line up the 12 o'clock groove with that little thing, and should go in all the way. You'll know when it goes in when it clears the threads, and then you can put the pommel on. Now the pommel acts also as a spacer, so you want to tighten it all the way, and then your D-ring is also clocked in the same orientation, and then you're good to go. So you have power, aux, and the blinkies light up, which is very cool. I have a standard blinking rotation for when the saber's off, and then it'll slowly pulse when the saber's on. And so, yeah. So without further ado, let's show you off the fonts.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Alright, so first up we have Blind Cowboy by Kyberphonic. This is a Kanan Jarrus sound font. So with a light blue for this one, symbolizing, the Rebels blue color that they use. Smooth color, smooth swing, of course, accents, blasters, just click. Force effects, just hold the power button for 2 seconds, let go.
I can sense your presence.
Just feel roll in there.
You'll have to do better.
For multi-blast, you want to hold the aux button for 2 seconds, let go. You get that multi-blast begin sound, you can just swing your saber. You can have it, tap once more. Clashes. Lock up, hold, and clash. So yeah, lightning block, you want to hold power, tap aux. For color changing, the opposite, so hold aux, tap power. Get that notification. You can scroll through the color wheel. If you want to choose a color, you just hit power. If you want to, tune that color in before letting it go, you just hold it, and then when you like it to confirm it, you let go of power. If you want to go back to the previous color, just hit aux. This also has a track player on there. Most fonts do now. You can go through all of the tracks on there. This one's the most emotionally wrenching one. This is Kanan the Fire when he sacrifices himself. And so yeah. Next up.
Hello, the Jedi.
This is TFA Graphics, I believe, or Last Jedi. How do I say that? Last Jedi Graphics by Kyberphonic, I believe. One of the two. I get them mixed up pretty easily. And so light blue for this one as well. Same features and fonts. Force effects. Tracks. Or track player, I should say. Oh. So yeah. Next up. This is Darkness by Kyberphonic. This is a Dark Ray inspired sound font. This one will be good for lockup. It's very bright. Very nice. So I can adjust your features. Oh, got it. So weird. But next up.
I'm Qui-Gon Jinn.
This is Qui by Kyberphonic. This is his new Qui-Gon Jinn sound font.
My tricks don't work on me. Only money.
So it has tracks on there too. It has the full track player on there from Kyberphonic's font itself. It has tons of tracks on there. Tons for you to choose from. A lot of fun. And so, yeah. Next up.
Darth Revan.
This is the Prodigal Butcher by Kyberphonic. This is a Darth Revan sound font. And of course, it's featuring a custom track on there. The Revan track I made. And it also has a track player, I believe. Yeah. Custom Revan track on there. And of course, the sound font itself. So it'll start off purple, and you can do color changing. It'll go directly to red, because Revan turned to the dark side. And so, yeah. Very, very cool. Next up.
Rey Skywalker.
This is, Scavenger's Destiny by Kyberphonic. This is her gold lightsaber sound font. Very nice. This also has a Rey track on there. So yeah. Next up. This is Code Fulcrum by Kyberphonic. This is the Ahsoka Season 2 Rebels sound font. So, silver blade for this one. Very nice. Force effects. Of course, this also has the track on there. From Season 2. So yeah. Next up.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is Return V2 by Kyberphonic. This is, of course, Luke Skywalker's from Return of the Jedi. Very nice. Love that ignition.
The last mistake you'll ever make.
Tons of quotes on here.
I'm sure that we can work out an arrangement which will be mutually beneficial and enable us to avoid any unpleasant confrontation. Get the gun! Point at the deck!
Of course, naturally, this has Bard scene on there, which is very fun to play with. But yeah, next up.
At last we will have revenge.
This is Menace V2 by Kyberphonic. This is a Darth Maul sound font. Very crisp, very nice. Qui-Gon's death. Duel of Fates is the track. And so yeah. Next up.
I wondered when you would return.
This is very suiting on this lightsaber. This is Temple Guardian by Kyberphonic. In Rebels, Kanan uses a Temple Guardian's lightsaber. Well, kind of. It's in, like, ceremonial room. And so I thought this was kind of suiting because he fights a Temple Guard. So, yeah. But yeah, this has Duel of Fates as the track as well. But yeah. Next up.
Prepare a boarding.
And last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red depending on the battery voltage, and of course the party blade. Oh, right. So that includes the install review for the Ultimate Works Kanan Lightsaber. Of course, I hope the customer enjoys it. I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.